You already know what it's about. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. What a day of football. What a day of football. Yesterday, I'm recording this, August 6th, 2023. Just yesterday, I had an experience like no other. This wonderful experience, not only because my father turned 70, however, it was a day of football and a day of life, and seeing how the two continue to integrate each other. All right. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a team captain for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, which is the #1 fundraiser in the NFL that's put on by the Miami Dolphins. I'm a team captain, and they had us all out yesterday to watch the scrimmage between the Dolphins versus the Dolphins. Is a week before the first preseason game, so I had an opportunity to watch them scrimmage, and they put us up in the high class suites, treating us like, season ticket holders, like owners, like luxury box season ticket holders. And after they fed us and hooked us up with lunch and basically thanked us for our contribution and look forward, made it to the point where now we gotta register for next year. Now if you're a team captain last year, if you experienced that yesterday, you got to register for next year, and that's exactly what I'm planning on doing as well. After the scrimmage, they played the Hall of Famer Zach Thomas. They played his Hall of Fame speech live. And it's great to say Hall of Famer Zach Thomas. Always great to see fellow linebackers entering into the Hall of Fame. I've been a huge admirer of his even when I was a kid, right? Now, the clips that went viral were when he started getting emotional about the late Junior Seau. That was kind of how he ended the speech. And if you really listen to the speech full out, he tried to hold it together throughout the entire speech. But once he got to Junior Seau, it just let it all out. He couldn't contain it. That was a lot of people's favorite. I loved him too. I had a picture of him on my wall, Junior Seau. It's tough to see him go to a better place. It's tough to see him pass away, man. He's a legend. Junior Seau is a legend. We talk a lot about greatest linebackers of all times, and I agree. Ray Lewis gets the nod, but listen, there's been some fucking great ones. There's Brian Urlacher. There's, like I mentioned, Junior Seau. There's Zach Thomas. There's LT. There's a lot of great linebackers that are not Ray Lewis. All right, and this is coming from a diehard Ray Lewis fan. You got to respect the game, respect the whole body of work when it comes to playing linebacker. All right, so, because I'm a member of the South Florida community now, I was very curious as to what he was going to say about another teammate of his by the name of Jason Taylor. There's two recent two teammates of his that played with him at the Miami Dolphins that are now reside in the Hall of Fame. One of them about, his name is Dan Marino, and the other one is the great Jason Taylor. And I was curious as to how or what he was going to actually say about Jason Taylor, seeing that that's his former brother-in-law. It's his former brother-in-law. A lot of times I was in South Florida, I was doing some stuff with the Dolphins, and a lot of people knew about the situation with Zach Thomas's sister because she's very, very, very active. I believe her name is Katina. She's very active in the community, very active in the fitness community, especially the department in which I work. Katina is very, very, just as much known as her brother, Zach Thomas, and then seeing that she was married to Jason Taylor, it made her like a fixture. She's like a staple out here in the South Florida community. So I was wondering, seeing that their relationship no longer lasts, or their divorce, I was very curious as to see how classy or what he was going to say about his former teammate Jason Taylor. And he put together an absolute masterclass on public speaking and how to stay classy, how to continue to carry yourself with class, no matter how your personal feelings or whatever may occur. Because this is what he said. He goes, "Look, Jason Taylor, proud that you are the father of my niece and nephew." And made it so the kids, when they see the kid, the kids see him in that moment, when whether it's his niece or his nephew or his own son or whatever kids, whoever looked up to him like I did, right, sees you and they see you represent yourself with a great deal of class. You don't get up there in this stage and that platform and start bashing and talking shit and, saying negative things about someone, regardless of how you may or whatever personally happened in their personal life. That's their personal business. And I wanted to bring that to you guys because too often, way too often, all right, do we as adults, and I remember actually prime time just saying this a couple of days ago in this press conference, too often do we as adults let our personal shit get in the way of what's really important. And what's really important is the lifestyle and the example that we set for the young people. What Zach Thomas did, what he said about his former teammate and former brother-in-law at his Hall of Fame speech is a masterclass on how to keep things classy and make sure you show people that you deserve that yellow jacket. So I encourage you all, I say it all the time, the game teaches life. The game teaches life. I'm gonna say it again. The game teaches life because of moments, man. Moments like that where we see integration of how this game teaches you how to work with people, organize with people, and hey, whatever personally happens, we're always going to have the brother, and we always got the young people that are going to continue to look up to us. All right. Main website to check out to dive deeper into my work, and I will do a full episode, by the way, about this experience, so make sure you stay tuned for that. There were some major connections that actually happened in that team captain's day. And I'm going to talk a whole lot about that in a couple minutes here once I get myself together. But anyway, the main website to check out, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.